I mean, what?
I hope the fire alarm doesn't go off again.
Is it going off because your battery for it is low?
It's just overly sensitive, and we have a really small apartment, so you cook anything, and the stupid thing goes off.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make new pages for some of these.
Or is it going off because you're smoking hot? Sorry, I was channeling Link right there.
Delete page. Oh, fuck you. Make it so I can't delete it because I'm on it. Alright, so last time I gotta go get my notes, but last time Steve got his foot run over by a bus, so he's gonna have a little bit of a disadvantage to move, but not firing rolls. So there's that.
You took it out of my muscle, not my movement.
Oh yeah, but it took you out of your muscle, but you also got a disadvantage to some of your move rolls if you're trying to like move fast or something.
We know I don't move fast.
Well, yeah, that's kind of an obvious thing anyway. Okay, I'm gonna do title. Alright, I got a lot of stuff I gotta add, guys, so.
Alright.
That's fine.
Wanted to get
It's
it all
chill.
done,
I work late now, so remember, I don't have to be up at the asshole at dawn anymore.
That's good. So yeah, while you're doing that, I gotta grab. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, fucking. Where did my wife move that? Oh, it's up there. Okay, she didn't move it that far. She just moved it off the floor. Alright, and then this one is gonna be. Alright, so the route is going to be named this one. Wait, what? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that this is like properly scaled. Alright, that's as freaking large as that gets. Gotcha. You guys are all on the start, so. So that's that one. The art museum's gonna be the one I'm gonna. Oh shit. Need to add another one. Move it over here. Play bang house. Let's just say utilizing Google Maps is great for this.
I thought that was pretty clever.
I mean, we're using real locations in a real city. Okay, I'll just rename this to, and then move this bad boy and that bad boy, and then rename this to museum. Then go over here. That didn't swap. floors. I just want to make sure that I have like enough done here. Let's set up. All right. Floor 1. Where's floor 1? Okay. There's floor 1. They're not in order of freaking name right now. They're in recent uploads, so. And this. Reveal areas. That's going to be revealed for that one. And I think that's the only one that I got to deal with the Fog of War for this one. Everything else, you kind of should know where everything is. You just haven't been in the museum yet. Also, speaking of the museum, I've got to upload the actual... Okay, never mind. I just posted that up for the Discord so that you would know where you were going. Okay. Okay. Alright, so there's that. Dezi is out this week. She's studying for finals for psychology and parapsychology graduate.
Mm-hmm.
So she is not currently going to be in. Should you need an extra person to help, the NPC Kristoff can join you. His stats are just very minimal. I think he's like 4 across the board. So he's not exceptionally good at anything, you know, busting relating, but he is trained.
Do you think you're going to need him, or is it too early to tell?
Well, one thing we will, depending upon how you want to handle it. But we'll get there when we get there. Alright, zoom in on this baby on the screen. Oh shit, I don't have the... I did not, wait, I do have... Okay, I will just use the placeholders of some of the other... tokens. So I'll just use the default character ones that I uploaded that aren't the ones that Neil's using for if we have that lovely thing happen. Okay, so we got music up. We're live. Sorry for the delay, people. I'm going to grab my dice and cards and book. Got some notes I got to look at. Easter kind of got away on me. Kristoff red shirt, yes. Pretty much. He is the red shirt. Actually, I'm going to grab all 3 of the ghost die and 3 of my Slimer dice. A nice ecto green dice. Reminder for everybody who's here, the system we're using is the Ghostbusters role-playing system from West End Games. The method of play is very interesting sometimes. Where did I put that page? Okay. Oh, you ain't gonna like this if you do that. But I'll give you the option anyway. Alright, so last time we left off where you captured the ghost bus ghost. You did the thing with that. So the plan here was to go back, rest up, deposit ghost, and then from there, you know, whatever we gotta do. So the plan now is it's been, you know, at least it's been about a week since then. You've done a little bit more research into the general area of where you lost track of the other Ghostbusters that are operating without a license.
Mm-hmm.
You've pretty much pinned down the exact house, almost to the house where they need to be. So what you got to do now is figure out what you want to do first, because there's been a couple of calls coming in, and you've got a call from an art museum saying that they've been having some problems with not one but possibly three ghosts that have been terrorizing the janitors after hours. There's also been some reports from the dormitories, because it's also helps partially operate as an art school. So there's that. Dormitories are also something that are, you know, typically known to be haunted. And these are ghosts that were allegedly caught by the previous Ghostbusters that operated in this firehouse, but have recently returned. So you know that there must be either they're re-releasing ghosts intentionally, or they're half-assing it, or there's a leak in their containment unit. So your options are go to investigate the people involved with this situation that you were hunting down. First, you could also go and during daylight hours when there's nothing really doing, you can try to figure out your where to investigate once the museum closes. So you can either go and take a look at the museum and like kind of figure out, okay, where should we start when we get back, when the place closes and we're given access to start firing at shit and catching ghosts.
So is it daylight now, or is it...
Yeah, it's daylight now. It's roughly about 3 in the afternoon.
All right, and during the intervening week, I assume I finished refurbishing all of the proton packs and traps.
Everything's... And I need to remember where I left you guys off at. Actually, I'm just going to peek at your character sheets quick. You did update your brownie points at the end of the runs, right?
Yeah, I did.
21. 21.
I think I did.
Alright,
I know mine are wrong.
I'm pretty sure you told us the numbers because I remember having a lot more than I expected afterward.
Okay.
I ended up getting really distracted at the very end with something important, and he probably did.
I'm gonna say you're probably at 21, is my guess, because you were tied with someone else for not being like under, but not being really improved.
Oh, it says 21.
I just updated that.
Hooray!
Alright, so where do you want to go? Do you want to check out the museum, or do you want to go and check out the potential leaking containment unit?
I want to invest in the stock market, because I took that skill.
I mean, you could do that you could have been doing that in your spare time during the week, Steve.
Yeah, but I just make a roll.
Fine. Make a roll to see how much you've made on your stock picks this week.
Or lost.
You have made modest gains. Your stocks have gone up about 5%.
Woo!
Of course, you're probably investing in penny stocks, so that's why they're 5% instead of just, holding steady. All right, so group idea. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go investigate the containment unit?
I say investigate the containment unit since it's daylight, and then, we can't go in the museum anyway right now.
Well, you can go in the museum to get an idea of, like, where things are, but you don't necessarily get the option to go in there with your packs of firing,
I feel like these fake Ghostbusters are gonna be a reoccurring problem, and that we should go after them.
Yeah, I feel like they're the bigger problem right now. We can't, sure, we can recon the museum, but, I wonder if someone could just make a brains roll and be like, oh, I've been there, and I remember kind of generally what it's like, as opposed to actually
they give you a
go
map.
actively.
They give you a map when you get there, so, it's not going to be that hard to find things.
Yeah,
the museum doesn't seem as urgent as checking out the fake busters. I think we should go after them.
I like that, fake busters.
Alright, so Neil is our resident driver, so he gets the keys. What other equipment do you guys want to take with? And then what equipment do you want to take with in the Ecto? Just to have, like, as backup in case you need it.
I'm going to do standard loadout. Pack,
so
trap,
PKE
meter.
Yeah, same.
Trap, PKE, then pack, trap, PKE. Alright, Steve, what are you thinking?
Goggles the one that uses intelligence.
Goggles
use, like, spot or something. Don't they use moves?
So, wait, the PKE used intelligence. So,
right.
I guess standard equipment again.
So, nobody's going to have goggles. There will be an extra pair in the Ecto if you want to switch out later.
I think Guilty Slug should take them because he has good moves. Since
I should take what?
You should take the goggles because the goggles use
moves. Are you sure it's just not just me echoing Tess?
Test.
You did cut out a little bit.
I did not have my TV muted.
Yeah, I will take the goggles then.
Alright. I'll just have the extra PKE.
If memory serves.
It doesn't say on the card, though, that it uses moves.
No, that's in
Tesseract is saying that Disdon's the only one who's not echoing. Oh, Echo got.
Uh-huh. That was my problem. I thought I did that first, but I thought I did that first, but I did not, because I was a dumb.
Whoops.
I apologize for that. Alright, so I'm going to pull up the... which one was it? Operations manual? It's got those informations in it.
Yeah, I think it was like the actual reference cards or something.
I gotta go down a bit and find that page that tells about the
because last time
routines and ghosts and stuff. I think that was in the other manual.
Let's see.
Nope, it's in this one. Okay. Alright. There's this page, and then the training manual, I think, has the...
Let's see. Well, the goggles, the card for the goggles doesn't actually say whether or not it uses brains. It just says allows player to see invisible ghosts, visually track PKE valences, and see in the dark.
I think it's all automatic.
I mean, maybe it moves to like for spot because I think someone had a spot skill and that's what they were using for it or something.
It's in this manual. I got it. I got that stuff queued up for when we need it. Okay. So you want to go after fake busters. Alright, so...
Ooh.
Then we go to the en route.
What is slime tether?
What is slime tether? It's a way that you utilize the slime blower.
Yeah, accessing slime tether can capture ghosts without weakening them.
There's some uses to having a slime pack, which I will, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to slime blower in an extra...
We've never tried it out before.
I mean, there's lots of things that you can do, but it's all up to you.
You know what the heck? I'm going to, if it's not too late, I'll do the slime blower instead of the regular proton pack. Just to try it out.
And how far behind is the stupid stream right now on my phone? Because it's like, okay, now it's in the right spot. Okay.
Oh, dip. Okay. Whoopsie. Accidentally closed Roll20. Hold on. But, proceed.
Alright. I'm going to, while you're opening that up, I'm going to go and make sure that I put the Ecto out in the frickin' road here. Because I need to have that visible. And we're going to be coming up. Which way would we be coming up again? I'm trying to see where our path is. We're coming up from below. Okay. Coming up from below. Alright, so that's what that is. Awesome. Okay. So, are you guys going to just go with you three, or are you going to be bringing a wiki accounty dude Kristoff with?
Well, you know what? Here's what my thought is. Since I'm assuming our first thing that we're going to attempt is diplomacy, like, hey, let's get you guys signed up, make you official. It might be beneficial to bring him along.
Who's going to answer our phones while he's gone?
It's called a, modern voicemail system where it show up on our cell phones.
Slime blower, goggles. I'm trying to think of what things he would probably have carried in with him.
I feel like if these fake Ghostbusters are running around, we don't want to leave the firehouse unguarded.
Yes, because the little accountant guy is going to do so much, but I guess.
Bullhorn. In case you need it, he's going to be... He can drive it up in his own vehicle if you need assistance. Basically, you just give him a call or a text being like, okay, things are going really, really bad. We need help. Lock up. Put on the frickin' go directly to voicemail and whatever.
So he's like on call, okay.
Alright. Because he's an on-call backup, because you might need backup. Alright, so...
I just realized it's going to be rough that we're trying this without Dezi because she has the charm and stuff.
Yeah, she does. I forgot about that.
Don't worry. I will... You can utilize brownie points if you get close. Or use brownie points to try and help each other with this. Give me some moves, driving rolls there, Neil.
Sure. Let me just quickly remember what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh.
Oh, geez.
Alright, so... You're trying to leave to get onto the highway, and you're trying to get go down the regular route. Apparently there's a major accident, so you got to go the opposite direction. It's nothing terrible, just, you know, you got to go the wrong way. Give me another driving roll. Alright, so because it was so close to where you were able to get back on. Not too far up the road. You get on to the interstate. Give me another driving.
1 second.
I mean, it's east. It's
again.
So, roll me 2d6. All right. So, none of them turned up really bad, so you didn't get into an accident. But you're not. I keep doing this backwards. The way. That's okay, Steve. You can come back. The way I'm gonna do this is, you're stuck in traffic. It's gonna take a good half hour for you to even get another, like, little bit up the road. Now roll another drive roll for me. See how bad this traffic gets or improves. It's Easter Sunday. Apparently they're having a lot of accidents. You get onto this off-ramp here, and then we move to the next spot. So, we're here on this little alcove road, and we want to get to this this house that's apparently over here on Woodstock. So, give me another driving roll. See if you can get off the off-ramp without any problems. Alright, you don't get into any accidents.
Sweet.
Nobody tries to sideswipe you while you're getting off. Another driving roll, make sure that you get on the right direction. Okay, so it appears that you have gone
the
wrong way, so you're back up on the highway, going away. So it's gonna take about 10 minutes to get back to where you wanted to go. Get driven. Give me another drives roll at plus a d6, just to see how long it takes you.
Dude, they're gonna be gone by the time we get there.
Yeah, it's gonna be time to get to the museum by the time we get there.
Okay, so for sanity's sake, we're gonna say you guys are starting to drive down in the general vicinity of the place you're trying to go. So there's that. Give me another driving roll. So here's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get into a crash, but thank you for that follow there, or host.
The host. Thank you, Link, for the host.
Thank you, Link, for the host. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the thing at the time, so I couldn't see it. Thank you for the host, Link.
I got you, man. I'm watching the stream.
Alright, so I am too, but I've got to watch like 7 things at once. So
That's
what's
what
going to happen is you're going to drive up a block, and what's going to happen here is when you're about to turn onto Woodstock, your hand hits the wrong thing when you're trying to hit the turn signal, and all of a sudden, where's my dang playlist? Okay, where is it at? There we go. You accidentally turned on the siren. So if they're there, they now know we're coming.
This could be going a little bit better.
You're rolling a lot of ghosts. So Alright, so roll me another drive.
I mean, that's not necessarily bad if they know that we're on the way. I mean, we're just essentially, ostensibly just going to talk.
Well, they know that you're pulling up. So we're going to move to this house that we're going to be at. Let me make sure that my camera's set up. Okay. Camera's set up okay for that. All right. So what I'm going to do is you can place your characters. I'm going to start placing some of the randos on the map. So we're going to get some...
Accidentally... Okay, I just have to move things around. That's why I'm in a tree.
So you got 4 dudes there. 4 dudes. One of them, the dude with the glasses, it looks like Egon, because I didn't pull up actual pictures of people for this one. So you got two dudes in the back that look like they're just kind of chilling. They're all kind of like in the driveway since they heard you. They kind of come out to do stuff. Mr. Venkman over here actually has a proton pack on. Both of your Winstons have a slime blower, and you don't know what this guy has, but it does not look like something you've seen before, and it looks dangerous.
This guy being Egon, or?
Mm-hmm. The Egon dude looks very dangerous and very angry. Like he knows why you're here. And Neil, wherever you want to place your token, your ray.
Where's the car anyway?
The car I will place. The car is just it's parked down the block a little bit. Since I have the slime blower, is there any way I can change it the setting to happy before we get out? The thing with the mood slime is the mood slime that comes with the slime blowers is neutral. However, if you were to find the pink stuff that can change in emotions to fill it up, eventually you could do that, yes. But for now, it's just green mood slime. It's neutral. It's mostly used for ghosts, but you still can make nets with it. So I mean, you can possibly roll to. I mean, the net. It's a net of slime, so I mean, you're gonna be able to actually, net the guy if you try and aim it at somebody. It's not necessarily gonna be much different than throwing a, wet net on somebody that was just on a boat or something.
Oh well, I mean I guess that's better than a proton pack, which would kill them.
And yes, you can totally roll to see what the weapon on Venkman dude's or Egon dude's back is. Give me an electronics roll. All right. Do you want to use 4 brownie points or have someone give you a brains roll of 20 or better to help you identify this?
Well, Steve tried. Do you want to try also? Guilty.
My brains isn't super great, but I'll give it a shot.
All right, I'll spend one, I guess.
4 points for
4. That's
okay.
Damn, that's a lot.
The threshold on this guy is pretty high because what you are seeing is something that you've only seen the schematics for during your training. It's something that the Central Florida Ghostbusters actually made. It is a dark matter generator.
Huh.
And you have heard that it works on corporeal and incorporeal beings very well, and is known to be able to blow the face off of a vampire. So this is a guy who's carrying something that is way more powerful than your proton packs, but cannot catch ghosts. It's meant to kill them. So now you know just how dangerous this situation is. So are you gonna talk to the guy? What you gonna say? You come rolling up. You blasted the sirens, so they knew you were coming.
So who has so quick huddle. I'm gonna share that information with everyone. And who has the highest cool?
That might be me. Mine is 5.
Mine is also 5. Steve, what's yours?
Garbage.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to text for backup?
It probably would not be a bad idea at this point.
All right, roll your cool. You successfully quickly text help to your buddy. You get a vibrating text back. I'll be there as soon as I can. But considering the traffic you guys encountered getting here, you got about half hour to try and smooth things over before backup arrives.
Oof.
All right, well.
So what you gonna say?
First off, I think we should tell him to put his weapon down. We're not here to fight. We just want to talk to him.
Okay, so yeah, so roll cool and, do that and make it sound cool. Like, hey guys, we're just here to talk.
And before you say anything, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the way this guy looks. The two guys in the back, the two Winstons, they're of varying darker complexions, but they have some Asiatic qualities to them, so they look like they're probably, Southeast Islanders. The Venkman dude is very low Asian, and the dude who's out front is pasty AF. He's blonde. His eyes have a pink tinge to them, and he is white as a ghost with Asian features, and is also quite short.
Are we sure this guy isn't a ghost himself?
I was about to say, I'm tempted to use the PKE real quick.
So tell me what you say to this person with your roll of 16.
16, huh? Look, we just want to talk. We're not here to start a fight or anything. We know what you guys have been doing, and we just want to try to get you guys a license,
really? You know what we've been doing? You know what we've been doing? You know what kind of bullshit we've been trying to do here?
We have a good idea of what you guys have been doing.
He's fiddling with the holstered dark matter generator gun while he's saying that. He's trying to intimidate you. And you just rolled a cool of 16 with a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yep.
And are you trying to help him, or are you trying to say something in addition?
I was just trying to help, essentially.
Okay, so you were rolling to help, so then the ghost is ignored. He's still a little fidgety, but he's definitely not, looking like things are smoothing over too well with him right now. Does someone want to maybe roll or do their PKE or put on their goggles to see if they can find out where the containment unit is?
I think I was the one who brought the goggles, so I'm going to put on mine.
Roll moves. Alright. That's a low roll, but this is a very obvious thing for you to see. You see that the garage is above a basement, or what looks like it could be a basement, because you can't see through the building, but you can see that on the other side of the glass, there's like a leaky, wispy ecto presence.
Hmm.
You know what? I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
I'm just gonna straight up offer, like, okay, guys. I mean, we all know what's going on. So, bottom line, can you just let me try to fix that hole in your containment unit, and we can go over the finer details later? I'm not for free. I'll fix it right now, no charge.
The electronics roll will be
It's kind of like, because I'm like hitting them with like technobabble to show that I know what I'm doing.
Give me a cool to see how well it goes over.
All right.
I'm gonna add them together, and okay. There's no ghost die.
So we can discuss the finer points later. We figured out that your mobile containment's leaking, and really we just want to get it fixed for you first. We can talk about licensing, all other things later, but this is a crisis situation that we need to get fixed now.
So
I'll fix it for free. That's it.
This dude who looks like maybe a henchman, he's like, "Yo, bro, Lee, maybe we should let him fix this, because it's been causing us more problems than not right now." And Lee's like, what did you just say to me? Are you trying to tell me what to do? I am in charge here, and I'm not letting them in my house.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have... Okay, you know what? Since it's mobile, you can... If you want to bring it in the driveway, I won't... we don't have to go in the house. Just... This really just needs to get fixed, as soon as possible. Everyone's safety is what my concern is.
You're not dead yet, Steve.
Yet.
So what's Steve doing?
Can I make an intelligence roll to boost his rolls?
It wouldn't be intelligence, and your cool isn't very good, but you can try.
I mean, you could use occult to say just how bad it would be if, it blew up. Like, what kind of horrible things would come out.
Explain it in your own words, and then I'll give what they respond with.
Well, I'm trying to think of exactly.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Can't the ghosts all combine together into a super ghost?
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds good. Or if this doesn't get fixed by the full moon, then if it it leaks, then insert name of crazy supernatural entity could appear, blah blah blah. I don't know. Just trying to help.
Give it to him. And Steve, roll me 2 occult or 2 cool rolls.
Wow.
You're lucky.
I lucked out with 2 4s.
No, I was looking for ghost die. And I rolled this couple extra just because this is very disadvantageous. You manage to keep your social graces around you and do not use a specific word while talking to this person about his complexion and possible cause. I see Mint understands what I'm doing.
Sick Jake, thank you for the host.
Thank you for the host, Sick Jake. Alright, Steve. Explain occult babble.
Well, it actually depends on whether or not they can become a super ghost.
You can lie.
You just have to make it sound good, Steve.
These are, as far as you know, just, the Laotian mob, who probably know fuck all about ghosts except for that they exist and have need of busting, and it's a way to get a semi-legitimate side hustle to, provide taxes to not be investigated for their actual nefarious deeds.
Well, when weaker ghosts get together, they can combine their energy to become stronger. And if it's a full moon or other supernatural events, that can also make them stronger. So we could be looking at a super ghost.
I guess. I don't know. Like, it's been causing us problems. We're just trying to do things. Because the other guys who was here before you, they couldn't handle all the problems, We live here. We got. God damn it, Tess. When a mama ghost and a baby and a daddy ghost love each other very much.
Wasn't that like the first episode of the Ghostbusters cartoon?
Something.
Yeah, it was.
Now I forgot what I was saying. I mean, we're just trying to keep, the suburbs clean. You guys handle mostly the inner city. You never hardly ever get out. They never hardly came out when we were calling. There's always too many people calling. So they borrowed us their stuff and then they got fired. I mean, we kind of know how to use this. And then he pats the dark matter generator.
Oh, no.
Give me some cool rolls. He's looking a little like he wants to let you help, but he's definitely a little agitated, like something's not quite been going right today.
Dang, man, if I'd rolled better, I would have said, like...
Do you want to explain to the nice mobster the weapon he has to potentially kill us all? I mean, I need your cool roll, Steve.
Oh boy.
So he's still fidgeting, but he seems like he's willing to let you in to the garage to go down or to look at the mobile containment unit, which has been somewhat converted into a regular containment unit.
Sweet.
So Mint, go up to the garage and then give me a couple electronics rolls.
Alrighty.
Why are you getting us all killed?
Well, I mean, ghost die doesn't mean that we die, it just means something strange happens. Probably.
So, since you rolled the ghost die first, you start working on it, and then it has a hiccup. And this hiccup is a PKE surge. So, everybody roll a brains. And everybody's gonna take, I guess the equivalent of sanity damage, I guess.
I got a 19.
So, Neil.
Yes?
suddenly you hear whispering in your ear. Some very interesting whispering. And this whispering is saying, I want you to point your proton gun at Steve.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me a cool. You grab at your proton gun and then stop and shake your head.
That could have gone a little bit worse.
Give me another electronics.
All right.
It keeps bouncing on the stupid pad. So you get it what you think is fixed.
I don't like the sound of that.
But well,
stabilize is probably a better word.
You get it almost stabilized, but all of a sudden a ghost appears.
Yeah, I mean, I figured at least one was going to leak out while I was working on it.
And now you have two options. You can try and enlist their help or try and take care of it yourselves. Can't believe there's a ghost in this Ghostbusters game.
I'm gonna, I would say I'm gonna ask them to try to get it contained because I'm still working while I'm working. So yeah, I'm gonna try to ask them for help.
I think if we ask them to help, they might trust us a little more.
All right, what do you say to them?
I've almost got this locked down. Can you guys grab that real quick for me?
All right, I'm going to roll for what happens. All right. So they're like, okay, we'll help, but you guys first. So Steve,
okay, that's
Neil,
just turn order.
Yeah, Steve and Neil get to go first, which means that you guys might not get to see what the dark matter generator does, depending upon how you do.
That's not bad.
But since the ghost appeared, he does get to go first, and since he appears facing not you, Mint, so he kind of comes up here and goes through these two guys, and they've been slimed.
Nice.
So their cool is now halved. And that's the end of his first turn, but he will... Okay, where's my chart? Bring up the chart for that bad boy. That's gonna be fun. And he's looking very hard at the mailboxes right now. So the ghost is looking at the mailboxes.
Mailman ghost?
Suspecting a package.
The ghost of a really greasy mailman?
You have a little bit better capability of doing movement right now, Neil, because Steve hurt his foot last time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You go next. What do you want to do? You are equipped with a proton pack, trap, and a PKE meter. Did you want to shoot at it, or do you want to try and figure out how strong this thing is before you do much?
I just want to try to blast it first off. So moves.
Since you don't have a specific skill for shooting like Steve does, yeah, just straight moves. Okay, so
See, and I thought when I was making my character that fire weapon applied to, like, you know, guns, not proton packs. I was like, that's kind of silly. When am I going to shoot someone in the face?
That's what I thought too, actually.
Okay, so you got your proton pack on, and then you give him a shot. He looks like he takes it and just absorbs it.
Oof.
He's not looking damaged at all. That doesn't necessarily mean that he isn't. It just means that he's definitely not showing it right now. Steve, what you gonna do?
Can we reverse the polarity of our pack and try a different frequency?
You trying to Star Trek it?
That would require you to roll brains for sure. Yeah. Is that what you want to try and do?
Why not?
All right. If you give me 3 brownie points, I'll let you do it, but you won't be able to fire until next turn, so it's going to take you a little bit to do it.
Nah.
Or else you can just try and fire.
I'm just gonna shoot it.
Alright, roll your gun. Alright, you turn her on, you fire. It looks like it's done a little bit of damage, but nobody's PKE'd this. He looks like he's taking shots a lot better than the things that you fought last time, and I'll let you remember, last time it was class 2 and class 3. So he's stronger.
I mean, that's on you guys. I'm occupied right now.
Alright. So these two guys who were slimed, they're too preoccupied with like being like, ugh, like just grossed out and trying to, you know, flick the slime off themselves, because they're just wearing street clothes with packs. And the two dudes have slime blowers. The dude with the pack, he's gonna try and do. All right, I need a. How many d6 is he gonna have? It's a moves. Yes, I'm gonna give him. He swings and misses. He tries to turn it on and fire a quick shot, but he misses and like hits a tree across the street. This guy, though, looks a little bit more competent.
Mr. Dark Matter.
And he is going to get off a shot. And that is a solid hit. The ghost takes it, but he's smoking, and part of one of his, you know, ghostly appendages is looking far more transparent than before. He took a pretty big shotgun blast of what looks like black snow coming out of this proton pack, but the disadvantage is he now has to wait a whole turn to do that again, because they overheat real quick. So he doesn't have any ability to do any more shots on him for 2 turns. But he got a good one. He got it in good. Now, Ghosty Boy, he's gonna... The mailboxes suddenly disappear. He has dematerialized the mailboxes. So give me a cool roll, everybody. Steve?
I already did. It's the first one.
Oh, okay. I didn't scroll up far enough. All right. So, Steve, you're completely fine. So, Mint isn't necessarily looking at it, so this isn't going to affect him as bad. But he kind of feels a chill. So he's going to have to... it's going to take him a little bit longer to work on this. Finishing up on the containment unit. Give me another electronics roll, Mint. Yeah, it's going to take you another 2 turns before you can get this figured out now, because you kind of fumble with your tools and drop them and have to pick them back up again. Meanwhile, Neil,
oh boy.
You are a little shaken, so give me 1 temporary brains or 3 brownie points to maintain you're cool and not be freaked out by seeing these mailboxes disappear, because you've never seen that before on your second real ghost busting experience.
I've got 26 brownie points, so I'm okay with giving up 3.
Tell me, what you're doing for your how it's affecting you. Are you just kind of just staring at the ghost, or what you doing?
Well,
how are you going to look cool and unfazed?
I'm staring at where the mailbox was, first off. Then I do a double take, because what the fuck, that shouldn't happen. And then I remember that the week before, I was on a bus with a ghost, and that somehow seems a little bit crazier than what's going on here. So I think I'm okay. In contrast.
Just getting some perspective.
Yeah, in perspective, that's the word I was thinking of.
Alright. So that was his turn, so we go back to the top of the turn order. You're still working on the thing, Mint.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'd be Neil. What you gonna do? You've got a PKE.
Yeah, he's got the visor on. What's the visor saying about this thing?
You got the PKE.
Oh, yeah.
And the visor.
Yeah, do the goggles tell me anything about this ghost?
The goggles won't be able to tell you specific category, but you can flip on the goggles and see that he's definitely got a very big aura around him of ecto presence. You can do that as a free action. Now, did you want to take out the PKE and try and get a reading on him?
Yeah, let's do that.
Pop off shot.
Did you bring one, or did you just bring the goggles?
He's got PKE and goggles. I think.
Yeah, I've got both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he decided to leave the trap in the car because the other 2 of you guys have traps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna use the PKE meter on him.
Give me a. What's your brains skill again?
My brains is 4.
No, your talent with your brains. Is that anything to do with
occult?
Okay. You can use your occult roll to PKE this guy.
Okay, let's do that. Oh my god.
Well, there's good news, bad news with this.
Give me the bad news first.
The good news is you realize that this guy's category 4.
Okay.
Bad news is, as soon as it reads it as a 4, your PKE meter decides to tick up into the 5 and then buries the needle back at nothing while you're still pointing it at him. So your PKE meter has just died.
Well,
So you're gonna tell them, hey, this is category 4. Stronger than we've dealt with before, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know.
Class 4 ghost. Steve, what you gonna do?
Who are you gonna call?
I saw that shooting it seemed to do a little.
Yes, and you saw that the better gun did better, but gun is smoking and needs to take rest. So, are you gonna try and shoot it?
I mean,
or are you gonna try and do your reverse polarity thing?
I mean, I think I'm gonna shoot it again because somebody has to.
All right. So you pop off another shot. It doesn't look like it did as much damage as the dark matter blaster, but it looks like, you know, you're slowly whittling this guy down.
That was my intention.
Alright, so slime blower dudes. This guy is gonna try a... I'm just gonna... Okay, he's gonna try and net it, but misses, and the net, you know, lands somewhere over here by where the mailboxes used to be. The guy next to him has the same idea, and same exact thing. So these guys are completely inefficient with their weapons. They're not very well trained. They know how to do things with it, but they're definitely not got any sort of aim or consistency to it. So now you got two little slime nets over here that, you know, look like they completely missed the ghost. This guy's gonna give, you know, a roll, and he's gonna fire off a regular shot, doing a little bit of damage too. I mean, the ghost is slowly looking like he's wearing down a little. And Mr. can't fire nothing right now. He's gonna be like, just like, I can't. This thing, I can't fire it twice in a row. What's wrong with it? You guys can fire your proton guns all the time, but this thing looks cool, but it don't do shit. Alright. Mint is still working on the on thing. Give me an electronics and one just straight D6.
Okay.
All right, you don't need the D6. So you get it finished, but before you finish, it appears that there's now another ghost.
Another one leaks out.
Another one leaks out. And quickly goes up near the other one. And... what the hell is the global cooldown? I know, right? Alright. So, this one is going to come up and... it's gonna... touch a dude with the dark matter generator, and the hand that's touching it just starts spewing slime all over him. So he's getting slime too. And can I get a move from you, Neil? Just
Sure.
make sure that you're out of the splash zone. This is a lot of slime. Well, you try to move out of the way, but you trip, fall forward, and now you're in the splash zone. So you and Mr. Dark Matter Generator, you guys have halved your cools. So whatever you roll is going to be half now.
My cool is like the only thing I've got going for me, though.
Your moves and driving skills good, but that's not very
Yeah,
good
that's
in the
true.
fight.
That's true. Unless I want to just run the ghost over with the
your
car.
Yeah, like running over a ghost with a car would work.
Theoretically.
Alright,
If we were to have, like, a proton taser type device on the front of the car, we could run over ghosts with our car.
So what do you want to do now that you know that it's a class 4? Your PKE has decided to peter out, so you can't class this other ghost. Are you going to shoot at the one that you shot at before that's taking some damage, or are you going to shoot at the newbie?
I think we should take out the one that we've already been firing at. I don't have a trap on me, but I think Steve does. I say to him that I think he should try to get a trap under this first ghost.
And you're going to fire at him?
Yes.
Alright, roll me moves. He's taking a little bit more damage. He's starting to look weak, but not weak enough to get a proton thing on him. Steve, your turn. Do you want to PKE this new ghost?
No, I want to do the trap thing.
Okay, you're going to do the trap thing. Roll me a brains and a move. Okay, so you roll, and I did that because I know that your moves is a little low. So, because the trap's kind of brainsy. Alright, so you roll out the trap. It is under the ghost, so when needed, it's there. That's your turn. These guys are going to try and do that thing again with the slime blowers. So they're going to be like, you know. Alright, the one's going to roll. It's going to miss the big guy. The other's going to roll, and it's going to miss the big guy. Because they're pretty bad aims, and the requirement for hitting those guys is going to be a little high.
And number 2 got a ghost, didn't he? Or no, sorry. He did get a ghost. They both did. They both have 6s.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, that's great for them, because guess what? Now their slime blowers are broke. They stopped working. They started spewing out slime, just kind of like as a... Not spewing it out, but instead of like doing a net, it kind of just like a big old glob of slime hit, like kind of big old drop at the end, hits the ground, and then it's like nothing else is coming out. They lost pressure. This guy is going to try and fire, and he misses and hits the tree again.
The same tree, wow.
Yeah, that tree is now missing 2 large branches, and the dudes who live in that house are now outside watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing some enclosed Ghostbusters and some people with Ghostbuster equipment that look like they're just, you know, regular dudes who apparently have been brought into this. On the plus side of this, though, Mint.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a cool. Your phone vibrates.
Okay. I'm going to look at it.
Text says, about 5 minutes away.
Awesome.
Alright, so Big Bad Mr. Thing has his, you know, attempt again. He's going to fire and get another blast off, but it doesn't look like it's as strong. It seems like he maybe needed to wait a little bit longer for it to cool down for a full blast from the dark matter. But that ghost is looking
to play
pretty
Mega Man
bad.
X-Man. Should play some Mega Man X-Man. You need to learn how to like charge up your attack before you know.
I know, right? But the big first ghost that came out, he's looking about ready to be captured. He's looking like maybe one good shot in the capture stream and he's done. Meanwhile, he's going to okay, so this is gonna be fun. Mint, give me a cool. Because you just finished working on the containment unit. You sealed the thing. Oh, this is even going to be worse for you.
Oh, great.
So, that tool that you just had in your hand,
Uh-huh.
that when you finished getting the containment unit, sorted out, it looks like it's going to be stable for a bit.
Uh-huh.
It's gone. It is dematerialized right out of your hand. And you're kind of freaking out a little bit, so next roll that you have is going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
This ghost is going to do something. And 3, I think, was a terrorize. Nope. 3 is materialize. So, suddenly, this ghost seems bigger. Like, it is materialized what looks like a little bit of largeness, as well as what looks like a weapon in their hand. It looks like a blunt object of some sort. So that's real nice. But now that you're able to not be working on the thing, you can choose what you want to do now. And you have the goggles or PKE?
PKE. So I'll PKE. So since disadvantage to roll twice, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is it just straight brains or is it electronics or what?
Brains. Just straight
Okay.
brains for that one. So you get a range on it, so you can't exactly pin it down where it's at. But the new ghost, you're not liking where that rolls at. Do you want to use some brains to, some brownie points to try and, pin it down? Because
what's the range right now?
The range is 4 to 7. 7 being world-ending level. And it's not that bad, because there's no way these guys could have possibly caught something that bad. But the low end is 4, and the high end, it was, spiking up to was a 7. So...
Let's see. How many points?
About 4.
Wow, is 4 like the standard? Because I used 4 for something earlier.
4 is kind of standard, like 3 or 4, so yeah.
Sure. I have used the 4.
Alright, so you know that this new ghost is a very strong 4 or a very low 5. So it's it's stronger than the big dude who came out first. By a little bit. So it could possibly be the strongest ghost you've faced yet.
Alright, I'll let everyone know.
Possible class 5?
Possible class 5. Definitely at least a class 4.
Alright. Neil.
Yes.
Who you gonna shoot at?
Hopefully not Steve.
Hopefully not Steve. That was a long time ago. You haven't been given any ghostly whispers lately.
Good. I'm gonna try to finish off the first ghost.
Alright, give me moves. So, you get off a really good shot. It does not get a full capture stream. It looks like it's starting to do a capture stream, and then you just let it. It just can't. It can't manage to get a full capture stream. But he is now ready to get a capture stream on. And I'm gonna say, since he's a class 4, he might need, 2 or 3 people capturing him before he can go in the trap. Steve?
I'm gonna shoot it then.
Give me moves with the gun. Okay.
Oh.
Good news, bad news. Good news, you get off a shot. Bad news, you didn't get off a capture stream. You shot
The wrong ghost?
the wrong ghost.
Oh god.
And the ghost doesn't look like you did, Jack, and is now mad at you.
Whoops.
I am really good at pissing off ghosts.
Hey, you rolled a ghost. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, these guys are trying to figure out how they're going to get the packs working again. The first guy is kind of a mechanic, but he doesn't know crap about these things. So he's got like at least 2 turns before he can get his back on. The other guy is a little bit smarter, but he doesn't have anything to help him. So yeah, both of them are going to be about 2 turns between now and getting their shit fixed. Dude bro here, gonna pop off a shot at this guy and get a single capture stream started. And then other dude is looking at his gun smoking like, why can't I fire twice in a row? Terrible DPS. Aggroed, wrong mob. Would not rate again, 0 out of 10. He totally Leroy Jenkins did, huh? Alright, and then first ghost has capture stream on him. I'm gonna roll ghost. Alright, ghost is still captured. He's still got the capture stream on. But, okay. Everybody give me a straight brains.
Damn it.
Oh, Steve.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. But
You're
it's
just
not
gonna
going to
go
be good
crazy.
for you. Steve.
Am I insane again?
You want to shoot your friend.
Someone quote that.
So, next turn, you cannot fire at the ghosts. You're going to have to give me an occult with disadvantage to not shoot at your friends. Alright, second ghost is going to make your life a living hell. Second ghost, Steve, give me another brains roll. Disadvantage this time. Oh, okay. So, this is not good for you at all. Very not good for Steve. No, not Rip. Not for you, anyway. So, Steve is possessed.
Oh, shit.
Steve is now ghost. So I'm gonna go and put a lovely little what are you gonna put? I'm gonna put ghost. Little ghost on him. He is now possessed. This ghost is now inside Steve. He's fully and totally possessed. And that means that I get to take his turn for him now. So he can't do nothing until he depossesses himself. So on his turn, he gets... on his turn after this first one... Note to self, make or get big moves. I mean, you could definitely slime him, and that'll probably help him when he's trying to get depossessed, because it's a neutral slime, which means because Ghost is negative, it's gonna bring it to a neutral at least, and lessen his disadvantage on it. Okay, so Mint, you see Ghost do one thing, and then the other ghost just suddenly possessed Steve, like went into Steve.
Can I speak in tongues?
If you want, but the ghost is definitely if the ghost has any language that's speaking, it's not it's probably English.
Hey Disdonn.
What?
I rolled a cult.
You rolled a 36? Alright. You are now speaking the language, a very dead language from Samaria. Everyone here is banned. That's amazing. What? Alright, so Mint's turn. What are you gonna do now that you know that Steve is speaking in tongues and has been possessed?
Alright, well, my thoughts are, we've got to... we still have to tackle one problem at a time. One problem is first problem, which is the containment unit, is solved. Second problem is the initial ghost, which is very weak and has a capture stream on it. Third one is the ghost possessing Steve. So,
I will remind you that you have the blower.
Right.
You're kind of the only one who could solve it, unless Tweedledee and Tweedledum actually fix it.
Could I advise Tweedledee and Tweedledum how to get their packs fixed and say, come with me and we got to go slime this guy?
Roll me electronics followed by a cool. Alright, you can sound intelligent enough to do it. Okay, Ghost Eye isn't that bad. Tweedledee doesn't listen to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll... Okay. Didn't turn out terrible for him. Tweedledee doesn't listen to you, but he's still working to fix his pack. Tweedledum here is going to move over here. And he has now fixed his stuff. So, he's going to be a little green. He's good to go.
Green means go. And can I also move, or...
You can move. What kind of movement do you want to do? Are you just going to move up nearer them? Or are you trying to, pass this ghost? Walking into its sphere of intent, and also possibly through a capture string?
Well, could I do that with the slime blower?
I mean, you could, but you'd have to give me a moves roll. Otherwise, you can just give me a moves roll to see how fast it is.
Okay, I guess I will try to put this... Because if you slime tether, right? That's what the slime thing does. It's in an automatic capture if it succeeds, right?
You can try that, yeah. Give me a moves roll. Alright, you did get a tether on him, and now he's ready to be trapped. However, the dude who has controls of the trap is possessed. Womp womp.
Does anyone have a trap? Anyone else have
I do.
You do, but you have used all of your moves.
I'm also talking to the mobsters. I'm talking to everyone. Does anyone have a trap ready?
Apparently Tweedle dumbass over here with the big thing is like, is that what this thing? Oh yeah. Why didn't you ask earlier?
Slide it under it, quick.
It's not his turn yet, but on his turn he will.
Yeah.
All right, and then this guy, you Neil, what you gonna do? Are you gonna try to add another capture stream, or are you gonna try and do something to help Steve in his possession?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
About red shirt.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been 5 minutes, though. It might have been.
Red shirt's next turn.
Okay, I was about to ask if I already had a capture stream, but apparently I don't, so I'm going to do that.
Moves. You have a capture stream.
Nice.
Alright. So, this ghosty is 2 capture streams plus tethered. This guy's still working on his thing. This guy has his slime blower ready to go. He's going to give a moves fire. Apparently he knows how to fire a weapon, but you don't want to know what kind of weapon he knows how to fire. So remember how his thing was just fixed?
He broke it again?
He broke it again.
Of course.
Womp womp. The bot's not on. That's Link's job. I mean, he would have been able to at least, put a tether or net around Steve if not, but...
Can I fire my proton pack at Link?
No, Steve, being as you are possessed by Ghost, you get to go before the next 2 people on the opposing team. And first and foremost, I'm going to see if the Ghost wants to do anything crazy. The Ghost is going to do something very crazy through you. So, as almost a second face on top of Steve's face, a large demon terror dog head appears, and now everybody's been terrorized. Everybody give me a cool.
Do I have to?
Not you. You're possessed. Alright, you 2 are good. I'm gonna just go straight D3, 3D6 for everybody else. The Tweedledum who just broke his slime blower is now frozen in fear. Tweedledee who's fixing his pack is fine. Tweedle Black... Tweedle albino dude is fine, and other dude is terrorized, so he doesn't get his turn. So next person who has an ability to do thing is this. He's going to do his moves roll to lay down the trap, and he throws down the trap, hits the button, and trap ain't opening.
These guys' equipment's even more garbage than ours.
Did he step on the pedal like he's supposed to?
Yes. And it ain't opening.
Okay. Well, I have a trap too, so on my turn I'll throw one.
It is now your turn.
Alright, sweet. Is that moves?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, you throw your trap. Are you going to... And I'm assuming you're going to do the catching, so...
Yeah. So, do I have to do another one, or...?
He's got it.
Alright.
Yes.
Problem number 2 solved.
Alright, so you got one ghost in a trap. Trap is all smoky looking and stuff. It's like, it's got a ghost in it. Yay. So now there's just the matter of possess Steve and class probably 5 ghost. God knows where the hell they got the class 5, because that is not a fun. Not a fun bit of business there.
I think this is pretty good evidence to what Steve was saying, that they can combine, because these are probably just weaker ones that were in the mobile containment and they just fused. I mean, I don't have parapsychology, so I'm just guessing.
That's a Dezi skill.
Yep. Finals week is hard for everyone.
So, the reason why Steve is Okay, give me a quick occult roll, Neil. So you're recognizing that this language that Steve is spouting from his mouth is beyond dead language. This is possibly otherworldly language.
Oh, that's something.
Are you going to remind your compatriots who are still somewhat conscious that Class 5 means a possible lower demonic being?
Oh yeah, I am.
So it's essentially speaking.
Your mother plays card games in hell. So this is going to be very difficult for all of you guys. Be very glad that Tweedle Dumbass has fucking black hole dark matter generator thing.
Well,
or else this would take forever to beat this guy. Unfortunately, the thing's currently possessing Steve. Alright, so it's your turn, but and you, what are you gonna do? Ghost 1 is captured, Ghost 2 is possessing Steve.
I don't have a slime blower or anything, do I?
There is an extra slime blower in the Ecto 1.
Oh, can I run and grab that?
It will take your entire turn. Give me your moves. Yep, you can go do that, and it'll take your entire turn. You will start your next turn at over here with the Ecto.
Alright, sweet.
I just accidentally turned up my headphones.
Whoops.
Okay. So this guy's terrified. He's gonna make his roll. Try and get out of it. He will get out of it, and he will, because he's a dumbass, he's gonna do a fire weapon at Steve. And miss. By barely.
Which one shot at him?
This guy. Right next to you. This time, instead of hitting the tree, he hits, like, the pavement. And there's a nice black spot on the pavement. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I roll the dice for what the ghost does with you. This guy has his slime blower ready, and he's gonna fire and miss. The slime net's gonna end up somewhere over there. This guy is gonna work on trying to fix his slime blower, and it's gonna take him at least a turn unless somebody helps him. All right. Ghost has been captured. This guy is ready to go. Steve's ghost possession. So, thanks for your idea. This is only going to affect this guy who just got out of it. Steve is going to make a move up with his ghostly presence, and he is going to vomit slime while screaming in demonic tongues at him, and he is terrorized hard and slimed.
Can you
What was that? You roboted. Hang on one moment. Everybody's roboting. Can you say that again? Alright, 1 second. Did that fix it?
I hear you.
Kinda. It's there we go.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Okay, yeah, I had to leave and come back in because everybody was roboting. I'm like, oh shit. My connection was ass. Alright, so what was it that you were saying about the vomit dude getting vomited on?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, all I said was, can you blame him? Because you said he was terrorized hard.
I mean, no.
Wait, so they both vomit? So Steve vomits on him, and then in terror he vomits also?
I mean, something like that.
So whose turn?
Actually, this is where somebody else shows up. Parks across the street, and now he is run up into things, being like, okay, what the heck is going on here?
We need to slime Steve. He's possessed. Possible class 5.
Well, thankfully he's wearing a slime blower, so I'm going to pull up his thing and do a moves roll. Well, he's gonna miss. He's like, I haven't done this in a while, guys. I'm sorry. So there's that. His turn is coming and being like, I'm here to help. Slime winds up on the tree.
Dude, we have it out for that tree.
Well, this is a different tree. The other tree's on the other side of the block. Alright, so Mint, your turn.
Alright, I will slime Steve.
Roll moves. Since you're not trying to tether and you're just sliming him, you have Slime Steve. His cool rolls are halved, but if he rolls an occult to try and get out of possession, he will have a +2. But this is going to be very hard for you, even Steve. You're going to have to roll real high. This is a demonic presence.
When do I get to try?
Depossessing yourself is going to be hard. You're going to be able to try before the next time that the ghost can move.
You should have said even Steven.
Something. Alright, Neil, it'd be your turn next.
Can I get closer before I slime Steve?
Yes, you can move up a little bit. About to hear Max without having to make a moves roll.
Okay.
That's kind of like equivalent of like a 5-foot step.
Well, I slime Steve.
Roll moves.
Give me 1 second.
Are you trying to slime Steve or put a net on him?
What would
either made a pass. I just want to know what you're doing. If you're just trying to slime him, or hit him with a ecto net.
What would the net do exactly?
Well, keep Steve from moving. He'd kind of be entangled in it. So if the ghost wanted to do anything really, really dangerous, they'd have to leave Steve temporarily, at least.
Yeah, let's try to put the net on him.
All right, you've got a net on Steve. Steve has been netted.
Is he struggling in his Pokeball?
He's somewhat struggling, yes. All right, this guy's got his slime blower fixed. He is also going to try and net, but he fails. The net is on the car up here. This guy gets his thing figured out, but he's like, dude's already been slimed and netted. I ain't doing shit. And he's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have a dark matter generator. I used my... I got a trap out that I can move, but I can't really do anything because it's a ghost in the dude. What am I supposed to do?
Do you have any slime? Do you have any slime blowers inside?
This is all we got, guys. This is all we got.
All right,
it's working
so
right now.
Hold on. Okay, so this is the dark matter guy talking.
Yeah, this is all that's working right now. Our other proton.
I'm gonna explain to him how it works. I'm going to explain to him how it works.
How what works?
How his dark matter gun works. You have to hold it down to charge it up. You should see a small gauge. Actually, your hand is over the gauge on the handle right there. Once the gauge is full, then you can do a full charged shot. If you release it without a full charge, it only does a partial blast. That's why your first blast was amazing and your second one was just kind of okay.
Okay, I know that. And I also know that it takes a little bit of time to charge up. Okay.
Okay. So now he should understand how to use it.
So if he waits 2 turns or more, he can do a full blast, but he has to wait at least 1 turn between blasts.
Right, and
Or
please
else
wait
he-
until,
Please wait.
and preferably wait till the ghost is out of Steve.
Good plan. All right, ghost turn. So Steve, occult roll. Wow. I gotta roll this for the ghost now. Steve is struggling really, really, really hard, and because he's been slimed, Ghost is booted out of Steve.
But I'm still tethered.
Steve is tethered. Ghost is booted out of Steve. But Ghost has residue from the tether on it. Because of being in Steve and having to leave Steve, there's like a little bit of slime, the neutral slime on it. So I'm gonna say next roll to attack it is going to get like a +3. And now we're back to the top of the turn order. Steve's gonna have to get the dang slime off of him, but innuendo filled episode. I'm sorry. We're using the blowers, man. Damn it. Alright. Mint, your turn.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. How far could I slime it from here?
You could slime it from here.
I will go for it. Just regular, not net.
You miss. You don't hit anybody, but it just kind of you don't give it enough power, so it kind of peters out before it gets there.
Man, this yard probably looks like Nickelodeon by now.
Oh yeah, it looks like Nickelodeon right now. Batesy Boy is going to do a roll. He is going to try and tether it. And he gets a net on the ghost. So the ghost is now unable to move for the time being, but can still, terrorize and materialize and dematerialize. It's just going to be harder for it to do that. So the ghost is now definitely at a disadvantage, but...
Who's Fancy Pants?
Huh?
Who's Fancy Pants?
Fancy Pants.
Yeah, you said Fancy Pants puts the slime net on him, right?
Fancy Pants.
Oh, that one. Okay.
The dude who showed up to help you guys.
Rick Moranis. Okay.
Pretty much. Neil, your turn.
Can I switch out for my proton pack and blast this ghost?
You have to go back to the Acto and do that and wait and take a turn.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
I mean,
'Cause I can't, I can't...
Slime helps, but now there's a lot of extra people with slime blowers, and you're definitely going to need a proton pack or something to take this one down.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go run back again and get my proton pack. Do I have to roll moves or anything?
No, I'll give it to you this time.
Alright, sweet.
The ghost can't really do much because it's kind of netted.
Yeah.
Seeing you do that, I'm wondering if there's a way that I could kind of combine the two. Proton slime or something.
I mean, that'd be very, very heavy and take up 2 slots. I mean, you could think about doing that, but I'm just telling you right now, because each pack weighs 1, and there's no way that you could make it weigh less than 2 slots. So, in exchange for being, versatile, they're probably not going to have very much in the extra equipment thing. They're not going to be able to have like a trap, maybe have a PK. They might only have a PKE or goggles or a trap. They're not really going to have a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, they'd be like the heavy weapons guy, essentially.
Pretty much.
I think I'm gonna make
Since
that
you're
for
now
Steve.
depossessed, Steve, what are you going to do? Are you going to try
all
and shoot
tied
at
up.
it, or get untied?
I want to get not tied up.
All right. Give me a brains
Break
roll.
things roll?
Give me a brains roll. So, Steve, you realize that if you angle your proton gun in the right way, you can just cut through the net. Are you going to cut through the net?
I do like shooting things.
Shoot things.
So I can shoot through the thing and try to get the ghost.
You're probably not going to be able to aim that well. It's on you, so you don't have very good vision for that.
Oh well, at least I can get out.
You are out. You are no longer... You're covered in slime. You're not feeling very cool. But you got gun, and you are no longer tethered. Alright, this dude is like... Ghost is tethered. This dude's like... Ghost is tethered. This dude is terrorized and vomiting and covered in slime. And not very helpful. Which, just letting you know, Mint, since he's not very helpful, you can possibly try and see if you can, grab his proton pack, firing mechanism and fire for him. But you'd have to, make a moves roll and cool roll on that one. Just to make sure that he doesn't, try and vomit on you.
I think Mint just said in the Discord that he would BRB.
Oh, okay. I'll let him know when he gets back. Alright. Big dude, big bad John here is going to move up. And... he is going to fire a blast. It's fully charged, but it doesn't seem like it's doing as much, but... You get the feeling that this ghost is incredibly stronger than the first one that you took down. Because it is phased, but not very, by what looked like a solid hit with a very powerful weapon. And all of a sudden, you're feeling completely unprepared for this. And I'm going to tell you right now that if it wasn't for as many ghost dies early on, you would already be at the museum right now. But if you had more ghost dies, things would have been even worse. So, you didn't get shot at with that gun. It's shooting at things in helping with you. So, you did not fail that badly. But you definitely have some ghosts out. And I rolled a dice to determine which class level the ghosts were. So, that was entirely random. The die is 50-50 on the low-high. Because it could be class 1, 2, or 3, or class 4, 5, or 6. And you got 2 on the higher end. Alright, Mint is gone for right now. He will BRB.
He just said he's back.
Oh, you back, Mint?
Yes.
Alright, you missed something that I said because you were gone, and I'm not looking at Discord right now.
Okay.
Because you're
Sorry.
in close proximity to Mr. Vomit, who has Proton Pack, and is terrorized, if you give me a moves and a cool, you can try and use his Proton Pack and fire.
Alright, let's do it.
Without just kind of have it, him basically hold it, and you just try and fire it.
Okay.
Well,
Wow, okay.
you are slimed by touching him, and you are now covered in vomit.
Oh, great.
So you didn't get to do what you were trying to do. You are now definitely gross and need a shower.
We need unpaid interns to do our laundry.
Intern for laundry, answering phones.
Good.
He's got a similar idea to what you do, but he's got to go back to his car and switch out for his thing. So he's kind of going to be gone off screen for now. He'll be back next turn with his Proton Pack. which is technically Dezi's proton pack. But she's gone tonight, so he's borrowing it. Alright, Steve, what you gonna do?
I feel like I should try to shoot the ghost again.
Just plain shoot, or were you gonna try and tinker with things like you thought of earlier? Having now been possessed, you think that maybe you could find a way to increase the power of the proton gun to at least do a little bit more damage.
That sounds like it'd be a smart idea.
Roll me brains.
Brain.
Alright, you're able to just like quickly dial the knob up a little
IR smirt.
without doing anything, and give me moves or shoot weapon or whichever one you're doing for it. You fire, it looks like it's taken a like hard slap to the face worth of damage. Where the dark matter generator made it look like it got, you know, punched really hard and came back from it like a boxer. This is like someone went and gave you like a slap where, you know, you're feeling it, it's gonna sting, but it ain't like gonna cause permanent, like major damage.
That's what it gets.
For possessing you. Alright. Dude is still thing, but I'm gonna try and roll him out of it. But he's gonna have a -3 to his roll, but he's got a slightly better cool. He's gonna be another turn of terrorized. Dude has slime blower. He's recharging. Ghost turn. Ghost is going to poltergeist. So, because this guy's got a slime blower and he's close by and didn't use it, suddenly his slime blower is whipping around like a fire hose going off. So everybody give me moves that's not currently slimed.
That's not? Okay.
So that would be Neil and, I guess, yep, Neil, you get slimed.
From all the way over there, wow.
And he gets slimed because he's such close proximity. So pretty much everybody's now got half on their cool rolls. That's nice. Can't be very cool when you're covered in slime. Alright, back
Unless
to the
we
top
started
of the
slime
order.
wrestling.
Back to the top of the order. Mint.
So, I mean, the slime blower, like with the regular, it would still weaken it as if it were a proton pack, right?
It helps Steve get out of being possessed because it's neutral. The ghost is currently netted and covered in slime, so it's not going to do much more. It can't damage the ghost. Proton pack can damage ghost.
So I couldn't try to tether it either. It has to be more damaged.
I mean, you can add more tethers and nets, but it's not exactly going to like do much besides just keep it there.
Okay, so
and
since
make
it's
it harder for her to get out.
Since it's already kind of immobile, might be. How hurt does it look?
Not very.
Not very, so probably not prudent to do a trap yet.
It's taken a pretty strong shot from the dark matter generator and looks like it is a boxer who just got hit for the first time in a boxing match. So, not very phased at all.
Okay,
this is class 5.
Is there more okay, so is there how many proton packs are in the car?
There's no more proton packs except for the broken ones that belongs to these guys.
Okay, so in that case,
you don't really have a lot of options unless you want to try and get
this
guy's pack or go and fix something quick.
I'm going to try to fix a pack, I suppose.
Give me a moves to see if you can make it in there to get to their packs. Alright. That was pretty low threshold, and you didn't get a ghost. Alright, give me an electronics.
Alright. Oh, sorry. Cat just jumped in my lap. That's why the microphone got hit. Sorry about that.
Never apologize for cats.
Alright, so you think you can get it to work, but you're going to have to... because of the fact that you're in the middle of battle, you're going to have to take working parts from one to replace the non-working parts of the other, basically leaving one broken pack that is probably going to be broken for a long time and one pack that might work, but it's going to take you a turn to do it.
That's fine. So, yeah. So, Fallout 3-ing it, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, and then he's back. He's got his gun. Where's his stats at? He does not have fire weapon. And he goes to fire and... lots of ghosts die tonight, guys. RNG is not... The roll of the dice is not on your side tonight. So he's gonna have to beat on it to get it to work next time, because it decided to shut off for no reason. All right, Neil, you've got your pack. You gonna run up, or are you just gonna shoot?
Gonna get a little closer and then shoot.
Alright, give me a moves.
It's about there. Is it about there okay?
Yep, give me a moves to make sure that you didn't trip.
Give me 1 second.
Didn't trip. Give me a moves for your fire. Well, you...
oh my god.
It's not as bad as the other one. Yours doesn't peter out. You get off a shot... but what you just did was for the ghost. Your shot broke the tether net around it.
Oh shit.
This guy is no longer doing, so he's going to get his attempt to shoot. He shoots, another shot off. I mean, Ghost is looking, like, middle of round 1 boxer. Not that bad, but not that great. This guy is gonna go for another big shot. It's another decent dark matter blast. And this time Ghost is smoking a little. And one of the Ghost's arms is now limp. If you could call it an arm, because it's not entirely humanoid. Alright, so Ghost's turn. It is now freed thanks to the Ghost die, so... okay, what's 3? Okay. So, Ghost is going to materialize a weapon into its hands that looks like a large, blunt object and is going to swing at him. Guy. And he's going to have... he's going to barely be able to move out of the way. But when the blunt object hits the pavement caves in.
Damn.
So, yeah. This house is fleeing. Not yet, Steve. Alright, back to the top of the turn order. Mint is working on the thing. Give me a brains roll just to make sure that you're not no longer concentrating on it. You're still concentrating. Okay, you're not going to take longer. You'll have it ready to go next turn. He's going to roll his moves to shoot again. And he misses. Hits somewhere over here in the grass. Makes the grass dark. Neil?
I want to try to get another shot off.
Roll moves.
And hopefully not totally blow it.
Well,
I totally blew it.
This time you hit, but as soon as you hit, your proton pack shuts off. And there's a little bit of sparks coming from the end of it, so you think you might need to have, tinker with it to get it fixed and working again. So you're down in attack for right now. These guys are going to try and slime. That's not going to work very well for the one guy. And the other guy, catches the side of the ghost. So half of the ghost has a net on it, but it wasn't a full netting of the ghost. This guy's got to wait. This guy is no longer vomiting and is going to take a shot, and his proton pack sparks, fizzles, and is off. Ghost turn. Can't do that twice in a row. We already have that. Ghost is going to poltergeist again, I guess. Actually, no. I'm not going to poltergeist again. Ghost is going to disappear.
It turns invisible, or it's just gone?
Turns invisible.
That's not good. That is really bad.
One of us has goggles, at least.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Ghost has turned invisible. So, top of turn order. Mint, you got the one pack working. What are you gonna do?
Alright, well, since the ghost is invisible and I can't see it anyway right now, but I have I'm gonna equip the working pack, and is it possible to try to help Numbnuts get his work?
Yeah.
Since we can't see it right now anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, Tess, Deadpool has joined me.
And yes, by the way, there's 2 numbnuts that have broken packs.
No.
Good news, bad news. Good news is the pack isn't permanently broken. The bad news is you don't have the time to fix what's wrong with that pack right now. So this guy is basically unable to do jack.
SOL? Okay.
He is completely fried his pack. He needs to it needs a new coil or something. Basically, it needs a part that you guys don't have a spare of right now to get working again. So you can help Neil get his fixed next turn if he can't get his fixed this turn.
Right.
Kristoff has goggles. He is going to roll to utilize goggles. And you kind of can see that there's a mist over in this general direction, but he can't know that that's exactly where, like, an exact position. So it looks like the ghost has dematerialized and is, kind of floating around in a mist that's only visible through the goggles. Neil, your turn. If you want to get your pack working, you can try a brains, or you can move up to Mint and be like, hey, help me fix this.
Yeah, I don't know dick about trying to fix things, so I'm gonna try to get Mint to fix it for me.
Aren't you the only one with goggles?
No, the other guy has some. Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
So do I need to roll, or how's this going to go?
Roll your electronics. Alright, you can get his pack fixed. He will be able to fire next turn. This guy's SOL. Slime dudes can't do nothing. This guy is like, I'm ready to fire, but I can't do nothing. Ghost's turn. All of a sudden, this guy's slime blower dematerializes.
Wow.
And I can guarantee that he is now a little shooken up. Everybody else give me a cool roll. Alright. Steve. Steve's the only one who didn't make it because everybody's cool as half right now. So Steve, you're probably not going to be able to do anything next turn. You're kind of shaken up. And so is Christoph. So Steve and Christoph are shooken up and cannot do nothing next turn. So they get their turn skip. Back to turn order. We got Mint. Ghost is not materialized.
Alright, I know it's not gonna be exact, but I'm gonna try to use the PKE meter to try to kind of give a general idea of where it is. That's the range, right?
Yep. You've got an idea that it's somewhere over here where he was talking about, but you can't pin it down enough to where if you shot, you'd have a disadvantage to your roll. So you can try shooting, but you're disadvantaged.
Okay, well, since we've triangulated sort of its general location. Part of me is thinking, if I shoot it with the proton pack and hit it, that's great. If I try to shoot it and I miss, that's bad. It might be more advantageous to try to shoot slime over there, but I don't have that equipped anymore. I have the proton pack, so could I potentially switch back and shoot slime that way?
You'd have to take a turn to do it.
Okay.
You have to run back into the garage and switch out to the slime blower.
Okay.
I think there's enough slime.
Hell with it. Alright, here we go.
You swing and you miss. And you scuff up the ground over here.
At least you didn't shoot the neighbor's car.
Or their dog.
Poor Fluffy.
I mean, there's no ghost die on that one, so I'm just gonna say it's gonna hit something inanimate that's not going to be bad. You give him a brown spot in the grass. Alright. Christoph gets skipped. Neil, your turn.
Can I use my goggles to try to pinpoint where the ghost is, more accurately?
Yep, give me moves. Alright. So you know exactly where the ghost is.
Now, can I fire at it now, or would I have to wait until my next turn?
Yes, because it's not...
I can?
You can just flip down the goggles easy as a free action.
Alright, I fire off a shot at it.
Give me another moves. Yeah, fire off a shot, and since you can see it, and, you know, just generally give you a graze hit. You graze the ghost. Alright, Steve?
I can do stuff now?
Oh, wait, no, you're terrorized. Never mind. I forgot you were terrorized this turn. Other slime blower dude is going to try and slime tether. And missed. This guy is very pissed off at this ghost. So he's going to make a moves roll with disadvantage to try and go up and fire at the ghost. And, yep, he makes it about this far and then trips.
Nice.
He doesn't fire off his gun, but he trips. So he can't do jack. And now it's Ghost's turn. And the Ghost is going to materialize and move up to here. And take a swing at him, who's on the ground prone.
Oh no, he's prone. That's an automatic success.
Yeah, pretty much. That was just for effect. So, whatever ghostly weapon is being held that put a dent in the pavement has now put a dent in his firing arm. You hear a crack and scream in pain. So this dude probably has a broken arm now.
At least it wasn't me this time.
And may not be very good at using the gun that he now has.
At least it's only his arm.
At least it's only his arm is right.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say skull.
Yeah, same.
No. Nope. Not yet, anyway.
Or perhaps his weapon.
It'd be very bad.
I thought it would be the weapon.
Well, nope, but it's his arm, so he's probably not going to want to try and fire that gun right now, because it's a little heavy for him. Alright, back top to turn order, Mint.
Can we see him? So you said he materialized, right?
Yep, materialized and did an attack, so...
Shooter!
Swing and a miss. Hit this light post.
Nice.
Now the neighbor doesn't have cable.
No, just made the post a little black. Where's my moves? Okay, that's going to be able to get up here. Alright, so... do another one, and... Alright, so that failed. What I was trying to do was have him use his black dark matter generator to shoot, but just couldn't quite get a good grip on it with this guy writhing around in pain. So, next up is Neil.
Christoph actually just did what I was thinking about doing, which is, actually, I was going to try to take it off of him instead of just shooting with it.
Well, you can do that.
You ain't gonna fight back with one arm.
Would that be moves?
Give me moves roll. Okay. All right. Give me. I'm trying to think here where we're at here, battle wise. Doesn't matter for us so much about the brownie points. Give me. Trying to think how to do this. Give me a muscles roll.
All right.
What's your talent for muscles? Like your extra talent.
Climb.
Okay, climb would not apply. Just straight muscles
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Not
My
grapple,
muscles
so-
isn't great.
Yep. You can get up there and you can start pulling it off, but you're gonna be taking your entire turn to get it off of him because he's really wiggling.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
So next turn you're gonna be able to get that pack off of him who's now injured. I mean, he's not dead, but he's injured, so
Right.
you put injured there. He's gonna be injured now. He's not really able to do nothing but scream in pain. This guy's pack is dematerialized, so he's like, what the hell? So he's probably just gonna run off back behind you guys and use it for cover. His pack is broke.
Hey, there's a slime blower in the garage.
He's gonna go grab the slime blower. He'll be back in like a turn or two. Because he's not very good at changing out gear like you guys are. This guy's going to give a shot with the net and miss. Hitting this bush again. Bush is like completely covered in nets now. It looks like if the slime nets were Christmas lights, it would be lit up right now. This guy is unable to do stuff. Ghost turn. Ghosts. Oh, fun. Ghost is gonna poltergeist. All of a sudden, the Ecto 1, and it is now backing away, like slowly, like the brakes are off.
Oh,
So
great.
it's kind of rolling. Where the siren's going, and it is kind of like the parking brake has been taken off.
Is it rolling up a hill or down a hill, or is it just flat?
It's kind of flat, so it's not really rolling that fast. It's just kind of moving, like when you putting it into neutral or drive or reverse without having the brake on. So it's just kind of like rolling a little bit. So it might come to a stop, or it might roll into something. Sadly, this ghost is not taking a lot of damage. All right, so
Also, if you're taking the pack, shouldn't you be down here now?
yep,
Yeah, you're right.
down here.
You're right.
Top of the order, Mint.
Well, okay, so I mean, I know the Ecto 1 is now rolling away, but at the same time, you know, there's people who are closer and who are better suited to chasing it down than I am. So I'm gonna group up and I'm gonna take another shot.
Give me moves. Swing and a miss.
I should have gone after the car.
He's gonna go after the car, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna get this far, and then the car is gonna stop. So he's gonna get up onto the car, like he's gonna run into the car.
That's
and
funny.
Make himself winded. So now he's kind of gonna be a little bit slow to get back. He might not be able to get back into firing range next turn, but he'll definitely be able to get the car stopped. From
That's one
moving any
problem
further.
solved.
Hang on. Did you leave the keys in it this time?
I did not. I learned.
All right.
That's probably why the car Ecto 1 didn't start.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Well, I mean, it's poltergeist. It could have started anyway.
True.
But putting it in
Good.
neutral's easier than starting it. For now. Alright, so now it would be your turn, Neil.
So I've got the dark matter pack now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right. Do I have to take a turn to charge it up, or can I just fire
It's
it?
been charging, so it's ready to go.
All right, I fire it.
That was a very good shot, and this very strong ghost is looking very hurt.
Nice.
Steve. I will also let you know that there's like a trap over here somewhere where the other ghost was that wasn't used. So if you need to pull out a trap, there's one that's already on the ground.
Yeah.
Was that the one that didn't work though?
It's the one that didn't work, but you're not sure if it was just because he was inept or not. So
Didn't Steve put a trap over there and then he got possessed?
yeah, there's that one too. So there's 2 traps over here.
In that
But
case,
the ghost isn't quite ready to be captured yet. But it's definitely looking very hurt. And
Damn it.
Steve, roll occult. So, here's what happens, Steve. You go to fire. And because you were recently possessed, you hear the ghost demonic whisper being like, no. And you fumble with your gun. And just can't fire. You try, but you can't. You can't will yourself to fire at this thing right now. Try again next turn. Slime dude here is gonna do a roll. That nets the ghost. Other dude has slime pack now, comes out, sees that it's netted, but throws another one and nets the ghost.
Fantastic.
But not as good. Because it's like right on the verge. Tweedledee finally did something right. I know, right? I mean, these guys have like a 3 stat with a fire weapon. All of them get fire weapon trait. I wonder why they're in the gang. Totally not generalizing here, but just made it easier for random character creation. Where they have all basically got the same base stats plus a little bit different. The main guy here who's screaming in pain is got basically 5s across the board except for brains is 2.
Nice.
So I mean he's pretty good at most things, but not nearly as smart as he should be. Everybody else has got like literally 3s across the board. So they're slightly worse than this guy over here, who is currently trying to get the dang car. Alright, so that brings it to the ghost's turn. It's been ensnared. What's it going to try and do? It is going to try and unsnare itself. So I'm going to roll ghost moves. It's going to unsnare the one that wasn't very snared and start working on the other one. Alright, top of the order, Mint.
Shoot her.
Does not fire. You go to fire and it just doesn't, for seemingly no reason.
Can I troubleshoot it real quick?
Yep. Looks like you might need to tighten something.
Okay.
Like, for some reason, the trigger got a little loose. And it's not catching.
Alright.
So it's a simple fix. You can try again next turn.
Alright.
Alright. He's got the car settled. He won't be able to really do much this turn. Neil?
Gonna take another
You switched out for the dark matter generator, so you can't shoot this turn.
Okay, but I can charge it up for next turn.
You can
right?
You can do nothing and let it charge.
Okay, I'll just wait for it to charge up then. So there's not much else that I can do besides that.
Do you have a PKE or no?
He's got the goggles.
Do I? Yeah, I've got the goggles.
Okay. So you got the goggles. Alright, so... Alright, yeah. So you've got to wait. Steve?
I can finally try to shoot it again.
Try and shoot it again.
God damn it, again?
This time, roll me 2d6. Alright. Mint, give me a moves.
Alright.
So, Steve, because he was possessed, hears, shoot them. Aims at Mint, shoots, and Mint sidesteps out of the way.
Nice.
But barely. So you're like 5-foot step, and it hit right where you were at. So if you would not have moved, you would have got hit.
Nice.
Alright. These guys are all pretty useless right now, but they will try again on the... Okay, this one breaks his freaking slime blower again. It gums up because it becomes a big old blob on the end. He rolled 2 ghosts.
So I'm surprised he didn't, like, net himself then.
No,
So
no,
they're
no.
all out of commission.
Pretty much. They're all out of commission. You guys are the only ones running right now. Ghost's turn. Oh, you ain't gonna like that. That's not good. Alright, give me brains, mint, and occult. Neil? Alright. Ghost possesses injured dude.
Oh, nice.
And Ghost, by possessing injured dude, you hear crack, crack, snap. All of a sudden, arm is back looking usable. Oh, they serious business, yeah. This is... You're probably not going to make it to the museum in this run.
No.
That's okay. Those ghosts ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So, now you got another possessed dude. But, thankfully, Neil took the gun off of him. So he doesn't have that option.
Indeed.
You do not have a black dark matter generator firing at you. Hooray.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, that would probably be very, very hard to deal with. So back to top of turn order. Mint. This dude possessed. You don't have slime blower. Are you gonna try and shoot? This is someone you don't know. You just randomly ran into him. They have, quote unquote, stolen or borrowed or whatever equipment, Ghostbusters equipment.
I mean that's beside the point. It doesn't, it's still a possessed person.
It's a civilian,
right? It's still a possessed civilian. So,
so your morality is telling you don't shoot.
Right.
You notice that the basically back crew over here is all fucked up their slime blowers again. You can try and help them get them repaired so they can try and slime.
I let out a hefty sigh and just kind of walk over there and take a look at them.
Give me electronics roll. Well, you can get one of them fixed this turn and start working on another one to be ready for next turn. So these guys will be no longer have their crap. They'll be good to go. Yeah, Deadpool sounds very happy right now.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll bring a PKE meter, a proton pack, and just some extra tools. Or maybe not even the proton pack at this point. Just the PKE meter.
I mean, proton pack is very useful, but right now you've got civilians that are being possessed, which is definitely making everything hard. Alright, Neil. Wait, no. This guy, Gaming Chef! Thank you for the host!
Yes,
and
thank
raid.
you, Chef.
Hey.
We are dealing with a
raid.
Class 5!
A chef raid!
I didn't have that set up, I'm sorry, I didn't have time.
That's okay.
Hang on, I'll just play the audio. How's about that? Can we do that? Play the audio? It's pinned, right? Is it pinned? Let me pin it.
Heroes, Journey Hudson. Time to bust some ghosts.
It's time to bust some ghosts, guys. We've been busting ghosts. We took out a class 4, now we're on a class 5. So this is dangerous stuff. We got some unauthorized gangsters using ghost equipment. A couple ghosts got out from their leaky containment unit while Mint was fixing it. And one is now possessed, so hooray. So what you doing, Neil?
What can I do? I obviously don't want to shoot him. So...
Chris is gonna switch out for the slime blower. Or no, he's got a slime blower. Never mind, he's moving up this way. You can go back to get the slime blower out of the ecto, or keep the amazing dark matter generator and just let it keep charging for a slightly more powerful attack later.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that for when the ghost leaves him.
So you're basically going to do what in D&D is like a ready attack. As soon as ghost depossess, you turn, shoot ghost.
Right.
Steve, are you morally sound, or are you going to are you going to try and fire at a living person and hope it doesn't kill them?
I think you mean the term is gray. But no, since I have occult knowledge, I'm gonna try to figure out what the hell this thing even is.
Roll occult.
Steve,
am I insane again?
Steve, you gotta quit with the ghost die, man.
Okay, this part's really fun, because I'm going to hold that ghost die for later. So you know exactly what this is. This is a spirit of an individual who committed some things back in the day during a very, very bad winter to other people who died of hypothermia to survive. And it's semi-human.
Are you telling me this is a White Walker?
I'm telling you that this is a ghost of a Wendigo.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Not a full Wendigo in the flesh. The spirit of someone who became one and then was slain. So, now you know for the future that if you encounter an actual Wendigo, you're talking class 5, class 6. Material being.
Does my occult knowledge give me any idea how to deal with it?
Your occult knowledge does not tell you whether or not it's a good idea to try and shoot at this person who is being possessed.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm wondering, like, lore-wise, what have people tried and recorded legends about?
Well, since it's a ghost, you just gotta ghost bust it. Basically, what they had to do to get rid of it was, feed it, an honored dead. Basically,
Wow.
the tribal chief that had recently died of natural causes. Basically, a ceremony plus feeding, then finding a way to absolve the curse. It's kind of like how some cultures will cremate a body and then like put the cremated ashes into like a brew or a food for the whole tribe to share. Basically that, but they gave it all to the Wendigo to soothe the spirit. But now it's a ghost. So it's Wendighost.
Yeah.
And the only way to do it is busting it, and right now it's possessing a person, and kind of got to depossess the person first.
Can I, power of Christ compels him?
Not right now. Because right now, you know this information, and it's kind of making your head hurt a little. Because for some reason, your head hurts because your knowledge of this information comes partially from your occult knowledge and partially because you were possessed earlier by this entity. Hooray, right? Alright.
So I'm gonna tell the party it's a Wendighost.
Oh,
So-
nice.
This dude...
I'm gonna just, hold my fire and prepare for when that sucker comes out.
Alright, this dude's gonna do a full-on slime blast. Dude who has possibly still broken or maybe repaired, God only knows what, arm is now covered in slime. Looking
Wasn't he
a little like he's
isn't he
giving
possessed,
some
though?
resist. He's still possessed, but he's totally covered in slime now.
Okay.
The other dude isn't ready to use his slime blower, and it would be his and/or Ghost's turn now. So I'm gonna do his turn. Brains roll. He can't escape on his own. He's gonna need some serious help to figure out what the heck he's doing. Ghost is going to poltergeist. He's going to swing at you, Neil.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't have a gun, so he's just gonna swing at you. Give me a moves.
Sure.
It has to be lower than his roll for them to hit you. Okay. He swings and he misses.
Oh, good.
Top of turn order, Mint.
So,
You got both the slime blowers working now. What you gonna do?
So what about the third guy? So the third guy's just SOL.
This guy up here is completely SOL. His slime blower is completely broken.
Well, I'm wondering too if there's a way that, since we're dealing with the possession and the problem now is getting the ghost out of that guy, if there's some other way to go about getting the ghost out other than to use slime, or if there's something else that I can do to assist getting the ghost out.
You don't have a cult, but
I'm tempted to
give
see
me a
if
brains roll.
Well, I had a weird idea. I was going to see if maybe, I assume we have some sort of relationship with the Catholic Church because they do possession stuff. If I could just call a priest and be like, "Oh, it's the Ghostbusters. We're coming," or something. "Oh yeah, we know you guys. We're coming." Something like that.
Give me a cool roll. I will ignore the slime because you're on the phone.
All right.
Yep, you can do it.
All right. So, so I'm assuming that that's something that we would already kind of like a relationship we'd have. So I'm just going to call the local, the closest by church to get someone to come out and help get the ghost out of this guy. And I'm going to step back over here where it's relatively quiet to make the call.
Sounds like a good plan. Alright, it is now his turn. He has a slime blower. He's going to blow some more slime. It misses. But he's tried.
He did his best.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing a thing. Neil, your turn.
Oh, I'm just gonna back the fuck up from this dude. So he doesn't try to bean me again. Do I roll moves for that?
Yep. Yep, you can move away a decent amount.
Alright, sweet. And that's about all I can do until that ghost is out.
Yep. Alright, priest. Yeah, there's a church nearby. He'll be here in two more full turns.
Sweet. I mean, and even if we get the ghost out before then, he'll be useful. He or she,
We'll at least know what the heck just happened.
right, and can help if it happens again.
Good point. So, Steve,
Yep.
what you gonna do?
Well, I can't really shoot him, but could I make an occult roll to see if I could, depossess this guy with some occult ritual or something?
Go ahead. Yup, you can try. You can try to do something to help at least. You guys are gonna be pretty good at the end of the night, brownie points wise, though.
Nice.
It depends on how well the rest of this goes, but right now, just because of how well you're handling this situation and not shooting at a person, you all are pretty much back almost to base right now. So depossess. Steve, tell me what you're going to try and do, and then I'm going to have you give a plus 10 to this dude's roll to depossess.
Well, I assume there's some kind of ritual that was typically used to try to soothe the spirits.
And you do the ritual?
Yeah. I got a 31, and no ghost eye this time.
Alright. And he is fighting really strong. He might be able to get out next turn if you continue helping him with that ritual. Meanwhile, because you're doing that, give me a moves. Okay, you are incredibly slimed. You basically have 0 cool at this point. Because
So it's
he
like-
vomits slime. He pulls the Linda Blair and he Linda Blaired you. You are now covered in pea soup. Split pea soup.
Nice.
Alright, back to top of turn order. Mint, you have called the priest.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you gonna do?
Well, we can't shoot the guy. I'm trying to think if there's...
You say you can't, but it's more of a you don't want to risk it. because you haven't done that before. You don't know if it's been done before, and if it actually hurts the person, etc., etc. You're just assuming it will.
Right? Yeah.
Do a quick check over that trap and see if it was busted or if the guy was just dumb.
Yeah, because there is like 2 traps. One that was just never opened, and one that was didn't open when it was tried. So.
All right. Sure. Why not?
Give me electronics. He dropped it really hard. So it kind of jammed. So you gotta finagle it so that it's unjammed and can open now. So he pulled a dumb when he threw it out. Instead of like being gentle and rolling, he kind of like slammed it.
I wonder.
I wonder if they've been trained.
No. Looking at the trap, I'm wondering, since the person is possessed, what would happen if we just put a trap under him and open the trap? I mean, he's
Are you going to voice this to your comrades?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna say. I wonder if it would. I assume it wouldn't. Traps don't affect organic matter. They only affect ectoplasmic entities, etc. I wonder if, because the ghost is possessing this person, if opening the trap underneath him would either cause it to vacate more quickly, or if the exertion of the possession would, have it be in a weakened state and might be more apt to be just straight up trapped.
So
worth a shot.
Next turn.
Does anyone have any, thought of whether or not this would actually affect the guy? Because I don't think it would.
Yeah, the closest person to be able to try that would be Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. What's-Hers-Nurgers is going to try and net him, and he does. He does actually net him, so now he's got to try and get out of a net before he can move and hurt anyone. So now it's your turn, Neil, and you get to decide if you want to try and throw a trap under him.
Yeah, I'm going to try to throw the trap under him.
Alright, give me moves. You throw a trap, you open it, and the trap's opened.
And that's about it?
That's about it. Ghost is not weak enough to go in trap.
Damn.
So, Steve, trap is open. He's netted. And are you going to take a risk? Or are you just going to continue trying to depossess him?
What risk?
The risk of trying to get a capture stream on said ghost that is possessing him while he's possessed.
I'm going to continue with my depossessing.
Alright, give me that occult roll. Alright, he has depossessed, but he is now on the ground screaming in pain because his arm was badly reset, and now he is feeling the pain of his broken bone again.
Oh, that's gross.
It is not fixed. He is compound fractured with bad resetting from a ghost. Now ghost is out and trap is open. Ghost is going to... What did that roll? Ghost is going to poltergeist the other trap. The other trap is going to open right next to you guys. Give me a moves roll.
I mean, it's not like it can trap us, right?
I mean, I hope not.
But you're not supposed to look into the trap. You guys look away so that you're not temporarily blinded while the trap opens and closes. Alright, back to the top of the turn order, and suddenly a priest arrives.
Is it the priest's turn?
He arrives, that's his turn.
Alright.
He arrives, he's like, who's possessed? He's like, here, who's possessed? Sees ghosts, sees dude writhing on the ground, realizes that he's probably not possessed anymore, but definitely ready in case needed, I guess.
I mean, he
Mint,
could probably still, do stuff to weaken it potentially.
Your turn, Mint.
All right, shoot it.
Yeah, miss.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's Kristoff's turn. He's already done his thing, so he's gonna back off a little. Be like, okay, priest, I'll let you get a little bit of birth in here. Neil, you want to run up and do a blast on him?
Hell yeah, I do. Give me 1 second.
You need moves to get up there and moves to fire.
Alright, so 2 moves in a row.
Yep. First moves, you make it up there. Second moves, you fire. You don't quite get as good of a shot as you like, but you think the ghost is about ready to be captured now because it is looking real haggard. It's not completely down for the count. The trap's open. You're gonna need a couple capture streams and maybe another pot shot on him. Steve,
I'm gonna shoot it now that it's finally out.
Shoot at it. You got it down to where you think the next shot's going to get a capture stream. Alright, dudes are all kind of wonky. Ghost is going to terrorize. And it's going to terrorize directed at the priest, but you're in proximity, Neil, so give me a cool roll. But you will have...
So I do it twice?
Yep.
That's how... Okay.
Alright. So you pass it. Priest is good with this stuff. Priest is on phase 2. But it tried. It tried to freak the priest out. So you know the priest is kind of cool. He's just like, what, demon? It tried really hard. It gets a sticker.
It's a gold star.
Gets a gold star. All right, back to the top of the order. Mint.
And try to get a capture stream on it.
Roll moves. You fire and you barely miss.
Wow, I need new glasses or something. This is awful.
Oh, this is a really strong ghost, so the threshold is a 15, so you kind of have a disadvantage for not having a fire weapon skill. He's got no proton pack. Neil has no proton pack because that's the dark matter generator is not a proton pack. Steve! Yeah. You have a capture string. Oh, wrong one. You have a capture stream. It's looking like it's going towards the trap a little, but you need a little help. Alright, so writhing in pain. Priest is still here. Mint.
Okay, me again? Okay.
And since it's already captured, you're going to have a little bit...
We need to take you to, bust some cans.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm going to give you the capture stream just because you're so close. Just for effort. You get an A for effort.
Alright.
Now you got another capture stream. It is looking like it is right about ready to go into the trap, but it's not quite there. Neil, you're right there. You have the big gun. Are you going to fire big gun?
I absolutely am.
Making it so it'll go in?
I am absolutely going to fire big gun.
Fire big gun. So something really fun happens. So you fire the big gun. And it looks like it's about to dematerialize completely. And then rematerializes... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Rematerializes just enough to get captured.
Yes.
And that is Gonzo. You
All
now
right.
have caught a capture fucking class 4 and a class 5 today that escaped that mobile containment unit.
Nice.
That was acting as a stationary containment unit, but it was cracked. You fixed it. You did the thing.
right.
Everybody gets plus 20
Plus 20.
on top of after I do the additions and subtractions for everything else. So this guy is gravely hurt. Priest dude is going to take him away in an ambulance, or go take him to the hospital to get his arm
Damn.
looked at.
I should have thought of calling an ambulance too. Shit.
Well, Priest came. He didn't need to be depossessing people, so he's gonna do a good deed and take him to the doctor.
Fantastic.
It's like when if it just won't flush, you take the nuclear option to make it go down. Pretty much. The ghost was all like that. That was not working very well. So you got 3 not very smart, gang hench dudes who kind of give you a rundown of what happened, what's going on. Do you want to take their stuff from?
Well, I think I'm going to try to convince them to at least let us take the mobile containment unit so we can empty it and make sure that it is, not just patched up but actually fully working.
One of my talents is borrow, so maybe we could use that
Use
if they're not convinced.
Use it. All right, they'll be convinced.
Awesome.
They'll have to give you a vehicle or a truck trailer to take it, because the Ecto 1 does not have space for the mobile containment unit with all of your gear right now. Considering that you're going to be taking and repairing all of their shit that's broken.
Right.
But on the plus side, because Big Bad John, who has a big broken arm, is gone. You guys, you're lucky as shit. You now have 1 dark matter generator.
Nice.
A mobile containment unit, once it's fixed. And another proton pack and a couple of slime blowers, perhaps?
And some trauma.
Lots
I
of
think
trauma.
these guys have enough trauma. They'd probably be happy to give us their stuff.
So, but I'm still gonna.
You give them our contact information. Tell them that once their boss dude is back and on the mend and willing to talk, that we will maybe discuss, what they want to do, if they want to help us, if they want to be a subsidiary, get proper training, whatever. But right now they definitely need, if they want to be legit, backup busters, they gotta.
They can be on call or something.
They gotta be on the up and up. They gotta be the on-call backup guys at worst. But
Yeah, that's the second reason I called him, was to see if you could, give them the official rundown.
yeah, we give the official rundown, just the basic bare bones, being when he gets back, we'll give him more in-depth of everything and find a way to maybe make things right. After we get the equipment repaired, we gotta talk with the headquarters and see whether they want to charge you guys for it or have you guys lease it, rent it, whatever, if you want it. If they want to press charges, etc. The only thing that you get from these guys, though, about all of this is that they're not the only ones.
Oh, nice.
They're the ones that had a mobile containment unit. But there's another group that has they've got basically the same equipment setup, just minus the big gun.
Do they? And they don't have a mobile containment.
They don't have
either?
a mobile containment unit, so the only thing that they can do is catch and release.
Oh, great.
And the only thing you know about where they're at is that they're on the other side of suburbs. So this is like northeast Minneapolis, in Golden Valley. These guys are operating down, in St. Paul, South St. Paul, Bloomington, the southern suburbs of the cities.
So
But
now
you don't
we
know a
that
location. You don't know an exact location. You just know that they are not the only ones who were gifted equipment.
But they're operating in areas that we
one,
don't go normally.
They're operating in an area that you guys haven't gone to yet, no. Because you guys just got on the scene.
Do they know where they're being released?
Nope, they don't know where they're being caught. They don't know where they're being released. As far as you know, the other dudes are responsible for the return of these ghosts in the museum that you'll have to get to next time. So there's that. At present, you really don't know what else you could talk to these guys about. They don't have a lot of information. The dudes who would have the information are sitting in prison right now.
Oh, lovely.
Steve says, I say we get... Well, why don't you say that, Steve, or else do you have your mic off?
No, I have my mic on. We just kept interrupting each other, so I thought it'd be easier.
Okay. But yeah, they're gonna be on the up and up. So now you guys have the mobile containment unit, packed up in a trailer or whatever. You bring it back. You guys get to go back to the firehouse, and you're gonna deposit the two ghosts. Paperwork wise, I don't know what we're gonna do for this, because this is basically unpaid pro bono. Everything is complete cluster. Like,
well,
your reward is all the gear that you get to fix up and make sure is working correctly.
Right, exactly. We got gear that's worth, several $1,000s, so I wouldn't say it was a complete loss.
Give me a brains roll.
Everyone, or?
You, Mint. Because
Okay.
you were the one gathering up the gear. Okay. You found what looks like, but you can't do anything with it because you don't know how it worked or anything yet. You'd probably have to completely build it from scratch. But when you were looking through things, you saw what looked like paintball grenades. But when you were going over things, it looked like slime residue.
Interesting. So they had slime paintballs, essentially.
Pretty much.
Huh.
And you're thinking that maybe with a good... slime grenades. Exactly, Steve. And you're thinking that if you call headquarters, you might be able to figure out if they can send you a sample of the
pink slime?
The pink slime that you can reproduce and get happy slime, basically. The only disadvantage is because it's pink slime, it can also become negative if around the right conditions. So you gotta be careful,
Right.
with that stuff. Just make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands like some of this equipment did. Basically, don't do what the other guys did, and you'll be fine.
Yep. Keep the tank of pink slime in a room with plenty of sunlight and flowers and happy music, stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna start calculating your point loss and gain here. Steve's gonna have another -5 for being possessed. It's minus 10, plus 10, so those cancel out. Plus 20, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Steve is up plus 28. You are now at... So that would be 49. Now, here's the thing, Steve. You can take 30 of those brownie points and go down to 19, which is one less than the default, to get your 1 muscles back or improve one of your other stats by 1.
I think I want to improve my moves.
Alright, so you're going to go moves to 4, and you're going to go down to 19 brownie points. Alright,
Bam.
and then plus 32, plus 32, 34. So we're going to start with, what were you started at? You started at 23 plus 34. 23 plus 34 is 57 minus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. Alright, you have 39. Same deal. If you want to increase a point of anything, you can, but you're at 39. If you do, it's 30 points. Otherwise, you're at 39 brownie points. Neil? I'm going to tell you right now, you probably would be better off waiting till you get a lot, at least 40 or 50.
You think so?
To do that. Otherwise, you might be low for next turn.
So I was thinking about giving myself a muscles point because that's my lowest stat.
If you want, you can.
How much would that leave me with left over?
9.
Oh, 9? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wait, actually.
Alright, then I'm gonna do my calculations
So I'll just save those up.
On George, who is... I don't know why you went down to 13.
I used it a couple times.
Oh, yeah, you were counting for me? Okay, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to take those off of my count since you did that yourself.
Hey, I assumed I was supposed to.
I mean, it helps my job a little bit. Okay, so minus 5. So that would be... So you go 8 is where you start, and then the rest is plus. So 8 plus 30 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 14.
Oh, you know,
So you got 52. You could increase a point of something.
when I used 3 of my brownie points, I actually subtracted it myself as well.
Okay, so then you would be up 3 from where you were then.
So that would be 42.
Yep. So that would leave you 12 if you spent it on a point.
Okay, I'm still gonna save those.
But Mint, you are at 52, so you'd be at 22 if you spent a point, which is still 2 above base.
Right, which after the shit show, I think I'm going to go out, get a BB gun, go behind the firehouse and shoot some cans and raise my moves by 1. So that would leave me, you said, with 22?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm doing the math for you, so there.
There you go. So I've
Sweet.
increased your moves to 5. You got 22. Alright, Steve increased his moves. So those are some pretty good stat choices. You're up to your bases. Steve Foot's healing. So Steve,
Yes?
it's unfortunate that Dezi's gone this week, because when you're alone after the things are done and you've done a little bit of work on yourself and everything's put away, you get a flood of weird words, and it's up to you whether or not you want to tell people this. But essentially, you're told, up in the North Woods, there's a town called Dwayberry. It's not on any map. There's a lake. And a lot of bad things are going to happen there soon, if someone doesn't come to do something about it. And then, you're going to hear a chant. And I don't have it in music or anything, but I'm gonna look it up and try and voice it as best I can. So you're going to... Okay, where the heck is it? The cult... Basically, you're going to hear some very hard to speak words. You're going to hear... Okay, here should be it. Shubnigroth. Yeah. Shubnigroth.
Oh no.
So yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody this stuff.
So, what do you guys think about that?
Wait, so you mean, hold on. I thought Lovecraft, he just wrote stories. I'm saying that in character to Steve.
Well, I was just possessed, and now I'm hearing these things, so I don't think it's a coincidence.
You want to put the thing on you?
The PKE?
No.
Although that's not a bad idea.
The scanner.
Oh, the helmet.
Oh yeah.
Give me a brains roll, because that helmet's probably set up in the basement.
I wasn't sure who you were asking, so.
Considering that you guys got some time, you find something very interesting when you're looking over Steve's brainwaves.
I'd imagine you'd find a lot of things in my brain.
You can hear what he heard, and it's being whispered by an other earthly essence. And then you're also... You don't know why the analyzer's doing this, but it's telling you that somewhere up in the Boundary Waters is where this town is. Or at least that's what you're kind of figuring out. So you're... to get to this place that you're not even sure if it exists, or if Steve's just gone crazy with, otherworldly things possessing him today. But essentially, you're crazier. You're basically thinking that there's a chance that you might need to look into a potential town way, way out in the middle of nowhere. Like, the only place... There's no real towns up there, except ones that exist for vacation season. Because it's basically a national forest with some fishing lodges. So you're not entirely sure if there's actually anything up there to be found.
I mean, this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time that Steve has heard things, and that was before he got possessed. So
Yeah,
there could be something there.
And we did run into a Wendigo today, and that's kind of an,
And the machine did say some stuff.
And on the voicemail, we have the museum saying that the ghosts are back. Where are you? Which Christoph was like, I apologize. We were on a different bus that came up that was far more immediate and dangerous to the public at large. We will come back ASAP. So basically, next campaign will be set next day. Dezi will be back. So I'm gonna write down this thing. So it's gonna be next day. Museum, session 3. And so there's that. Another voicemail came in, headquarters, saying that they're experiencing some problems with vampires in New York. Keep an eye out for vampire activity to be on the rise, considering that New York is basically the base of the New York and San Francisco are the two big hubs for the U.S. and if the hubs are having a big heyday where they're kind of being a little bit more active, then you might have some more other stuff going on. And then also another text, voicemail, and email from the Fargo troop being like, yo, having some serious problems going on here and between us here in Fergus. It sounds like the old asylum is being demoed and kicking up a lot of supernatural activity in the town. We're basically renting out a hotel and setting up our mobile containment unit to be semi-stationary in one of their actual fire department firehouses, because we cannot get back to Fargo right now. So right now, next time you're going to have the decision of where you want to go after the museum or investigate on. If you want to investigate on the increased vampire activity, investigate on whether or not this crap Steve's hearing is a real thing or not, or go to investigate the insane asylum that is slowly eating the town with extra normal activity about 2.5 hours northwest on 994.
Okay, so it's like two fires that are raging now and a fire that could be possibly going off and be a catastrophic fire. Okay.
Decisions.
But all you know is that the name of that town does not sound familiar at all. It does not sound like anything you've ever heard of.
What happens when I Google it? With my phone.
I'm going to look it up. The first thing that's going to come up is going to be this article, and I'm going to post it in the chat. Oh, butts. Okay, I'm I'm not going to do that one because that apparently is bad. All right, so it's going to be... I'm going to find something else. Where the hell it is. You're basically going to be redirected to the Wikipedia page for Deadly Nightshade, a trope of Belladonna. That's going to be basically it. It's just going to be a bunch of articles about herbs and the history of use of Deadly Nightshade.
Interesting.
Because it is another name for it.
What do you say the name of the town was?
Dwayberry.
Dwayberry. As in I can't make that joke. I can't.
What joke?
Steve knows Dwayberry.
I mean, maybe. It's possible. Alright, who's all on that has low viewers? Because Drex has 34 right now. Anyone else you guys got on your list that you would like to go raid?
I don't know if you have anyone that's, even kind of relevant, honestly, to what we're doing.
I follow a guy who's playing Silent Hill 4, which kind of goes with the spooky theme.
That's probably the closest thing we got.
So you want to go for him?
Go for it.
You do.
Hey, there's his name, Strength for Life.
Oh, Strength for Life?
Hmm.
Actually, he's on mine too, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna do the raid.
Let's go for it.
Alright. Thanks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week is gonna be D&D.
Yep.
We didn't TPK.
I know.